Hello, 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 hello? Hello. Alright, everybody. I am back with yet another live stream. Today, we will be going over the severe weather... What am I saying? Severe weather threat in both the north and the south, the deep south, and the northeast. So, this is definitely an unexpected event, to say the least. I mean, I did expect that there would be an upgrade in the risk in the deep south in my latest video. You can go check that out after this if you want. But one thing I will say about that risk, it upgraded a little more than I thought. It upgraded to a 10%, no SIG risk, which means that we're not really expecting strong tornadoes in that area today, mainly because it's a tropical system that's kind of influencing that tornadic development, and that rarely causes any really strong tornadoes. It sometimes does, but rarely does. We also do have a 5% risk, though, in the northeast, and I didn't really expect that would be upgraded, but with the models trending in the way that they have been, and also right now, where we already have some tornado warnings, there could be a risk up there. And also note that that's actually pretty close to my location, so if there is anything to occur, I might go up there and survey the damage, but I know that's not really the best thing to do, especially in terms of people's privacy and stuff like that, so probably what I would just do, I would just take some pictures, and I wouldn't live stream or anything if I did that. I would definitely just make a video, because I would cut things out and stuff like that. But, either way, we are here today to live stream the potential risks in the Deep South and the Northeast, and hopefully I'll be able to provide an accurate forecast as this continues. So, let's move on to this scene where we have our radar. We have 5 tornado warnings active, which is pretty insane if you think about it. I went live because there's, well, 5 tornado warnings active, and also because of the strong risk that is potential. I'm not really seeing strong tornadoes possibility with this risk, but it definitely is possible that we'll get a few tornadoes. I'm also unsure if this risk is entirely QLCS, which basically means it's on this line, which means the tornadoes will be weaker. There is this one storm right here near Berkshire that is out ahead of the line in New York, but I'm unsure if that's actually going to do anything because it's very small at the moment, maybe when the line approaches. But those storms like that would be able to produce stronger tornadoes, but I don't know about the environment in that region. I don't think it's that good. I mean, it's good, but it's not, like, good for strong tornadoes, you know? Either way, right now, we have 5 tornado warnings active, and we actually have this developing tornado near Simsport, where a flash flood emergency is currently in effect. Now, if you don't know what a flash flood emergency is, basically, it's when a bunch of rainfall has been dumped across that specific area, and it's been so bad that it's going to cause major flooding in the areas within. And this isn't good that we have another storm trying to impact this area, because that means more rain is going to impact it. And also, possibly, a tornado on top of it, because we have a tornado warning in effect. So it's definitely not a good day for those in Simsport, Plowsville, Cottonport, Moroville. Those areas definitely are in the risk for a potential tornado and also some dangerous flash flooding. So please seek higher ground, and if you are in the tornado warning, what you got to do in that case is prioritize the tornado warning first. You have to move to the lowest floor of an interior room, the lowest floor of a building in an interior room first, and then, once the tornado warning is done, then you can move to higher ground to seek higher ground and stay away from those floodwaters. Now, of course, your safe spot is that most interior room of your house. It also sometimes is a sturdier shelter if you live in a mobile home, because a mobile home is not safe in a tornado warning. You also have to make sure that none of the walls lead to the outside. All of the walls that if you were to walk through would be leading to other rooms, not outside. So you have to make sure you're in that situation to where you're not in a dangerous situation first. Then when this tornado warning is deactivated, then you can move to higher ground, which is usually the highest floor of your building. But right now, we got to pay attention to the tornado warning, where a bit of rotation is developing, and it's a little hard to tell with this storm on reflectivity. You can see there is a little bit of a hook there. I'm not sure if that's the inflow. I bet it isn't, though. I mean, it didn't look like it was in there. Yeah, it's like in the storm, kind of. So, I don't think that's inflow. I think that's actually a rotation. So, please be aware of that. This isn't even in the tornado risk. They didn't expect it to be this far west today. But here we are looking at another tornado risk over there. So now we're down to 4 tornado warnings. Actually, to be honest, before the stream started, we were up to 7. So, I don't know. Things are now decreasing again, it looks like. But let me change my text. Sorry about that. I guess I never had my sound on. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's weird. It's weird. Okay, sorry about that. What I was talking about was, the Simsport storm. And now it's weakening. It's heading towards Simsport. I don't know how long I'm muted for, but it doesn't matter. As long as you got the message, because I'm showing you guys, so that's good enough. Bro. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So, still watching this rotation near Leaf. It did weaken a little bit on the latest scan, it seems. I can kind of tell that. I mean, it's still there, it's just kind of broader. You can see a little bit of that broadening out. So that's good. That's good news. You can see this tornado risk goes all the way out to South Carolina, so we gotta watch for a while, it seems. Then over here in New York, looking near Binghamton, there is still this, but now it's outside of the tornado warning, so I don't know what that's gonna indicate. I mean, I feel like they could extend it. It's still kind of broad, I will admit. There's still kind of a little bit of deeper colors in between, but I would still say this does. Okay, there you go. There you go. Now, Cortland is under a tornado warning. So, Cortland, you now have to be in your safe spot. Now have to be in your safe spot. Cortland, New York. So, Cortland, New York needs to be in the most interior room of a sturdy shelter, far away from any windows or any connection to the outside, or any, like, proximity to the outside. Because there is rotation near South Lansing right now that is heading towards Cortland's Way. I mean, a little bit south of Cortland's Way, I think. No, it's actually right on course for Cortland. So, Cortland, please be in your safe spot. I've been there before. It's a small town. It's not actually that small. I mean, I've been to Cortland before. They've actually gotten a lot of tornadoes over the past few years. But that's what we have right now. Okay, so now, this warning near Marksville and Simsport is now deactivated. So there's no more tornado warning near Simsport, especially with that rotation decreasing. So if you live in Simsport now what to do? You just gotta run up the stairs and get into the highest point of your building. I know it sounds weird, but it's just because the flash flooding risk is now more prominent than any tornado risk. So now you gotta move to the highest floor of your building, in the highest room. So that's what you gotta do. Just to stay away from any waters that might drown you or anything like that. But let me change this, thing on my screen, because I think only 2 tornado warnings are active right now. Yeah, only 2 tornado warnings are active right now. So let me change this. Okay. Let me change this color. Alright, that's good. That is good. But yeah, we have one tornado warning in Mississippi, one tornado warning in New York, where both tornado watches are in effect. Man, is this actually trying near South Lansing? This might actually be a developing tornado in New York, upstate New York. 'Cause look, not only is there a hook on reflectivity, but you can see it's getting a little less broad. There's a little bit less of a broadening out. I mean, I would say, let me measure that. It's only like a 400-yard block. So that could be a tornado developing, for sure. There's probably some rotation on it. I don't think this is a CC drop. It's way too small, and it is in that area, but it's probably just hail or something like that. I mean, let me see. What is the hail on this storm? It's only like 0.75 inches, so I don't know. We'll see. I gotta see the next scan of this. Yeah, it's not a CC job. It looked like it, but it's not. It's definitely not. So this isn't on the ground yet, but it still has some intense rotation, pretty strong rotation. So just be aware in Cortland, this is coming your way, so please be in your safe spot. I know it's not very common over here, but please be in your safe spot. It's what you gotta do. Oh, and they got rid of this warning in Mississippi, actually. Let me see. I mean, I guess I see it. Like, it was stronger before, but honestly, I would still keep this warned, to be honest. Just in case. If it goes to McLean. Oh, wait, this is the wrong storm. But, like, that actually might deserve... Yeah, and actually, this, too. This, too, should be warned. I don't know why they dropped the one. Maybe it's side lobe. It could be side lobe. It's a little bit contaminated, but I don't think it's perfectly contaminated. So, I do think that this could be still warned. I mean, it's still a tornado, possible severe, but I would still... I don't know. I mean, I guess you could come out of your safe spot, but just be aware that there is a rotation coming here, and be near your safe spot. If you're still under the tornado possible severe, be, like, right by your safe spot, because a tornado could form at any moment. Let me see if I can get any cameras in New York, because I know there is some cameras here. New York. Cortland. Okay. Well, like, where are we? We're right near one of the lakes, I think. Cortland. Well, not really. The lake's, like, over here, so... It doesn't really show lakes that properly over here, so... Cortland, let me just show a camera, Cortland. There's only, like, one camera, so... This looks actually like a good camera. It doesn't actually look like much is happening on this camera, and also, it's very low resolution. Oh, wait, let me change the scene. It's very low resolution, if you zoom it up. Maybe let me try this. That might work. I mean, it's a little bit better resolution, but yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best thing. This is traveling north, so this is heading south. So it's kind of looking... What is that? Southeast. It's looking southeast. Okay, so I don't know if this is the best. It's looking southeast right now. Or maybe southwest. Here, wait, I'm trying to look. So this is north. Cameras. I think it is southeast. It looks like it's southeast to me. So this is not going to help too much. But if this rotation goes past Cortland, then we'll be able to see it. And man, this is kind of getting strong. I mean, this part right here, I think, has a little bit of contamination. But this part right here is where the grays and greens are meeting. It's not on the ground, so don't worry yet. But this is definitely trying to produce a tornado, for sure. I can tell. This is definitely trying to produce a tornado. Oh, yeah, right. I didn't change this ever, because there's only one tornado warning active, so let me... And I also gotta change my title, because it's... but there's still a tornado risk in Mississippi, but... I'll change that. Okay. Let me just size this up. Let me see this. Okay. There you go. So we have a tornado warning in New York right now. Still looking interesting. I mean, it's looking like it's trying to produce a tornado. Let me switch the scene again. It's looking like it's trying to produce, and they did disextend the warning. So now South Lansing, parts of South Lansing can be out of the warning. Not all of it, but parts of it can be out of the warning now. Near Groden is where you need to be interstate spot. This seems like it's heading right towards Groden. What route is this? Peru Road, which is... I'm just looking at what the name of that route is, like the route number. So, Groden... New York Route 38. So if you live in New York Route 30... What am I saying? If you live near New York Route 38, please be in your safe spot. Or in between Groden and Dryden, for sure. And also in Cortland, by I-81, you have to also be in your safe spot. You also have to be in your safe spot there. But yeah, this is the only tornado warning active well, there you go. It's not the only tornado warning active anymore. Now we have, McLean's warned again. And that makes sense. You can see this rotation over here is intensifying. So now there's rotation near McLean, so please be in your safe spot if you live in McLean and Leakesville. This is heading towards Leakesville, which is a much more populated town. So let me try this again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Alright, there you go. So that's what we're seeing there. One thing I will say, just to make sure that you guys know, you don't have to do it, but I'm just saying it because we're in the middle of something. Please make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. It really helps out the channel. But it's not really just for that. It's more to get the weather across. Of course, that's what most people say. I mean, I'm not saying, like, the main reason is actually to just get more subscribers. It really isn't. It is to push it out to more people. So, just realize that. But, either way, we have potentially a tornado in Cortland. This right here, I think, is contamination, because it should be right here, south of Groden. I think it should be south of Groden, from what I'm seeing. It's a little hard to tell. Did they extend this? They might have extended this, because now it contains the entire state of Vermont. Yeah, it contains the entire state of Vermont now. I think it already did, so I don't know. Still have this rotation near Leaf, heading towards the northeast. It's looking a bit stronger, so just be aware of that. There is strengthening rotation. northeast of Leaf, Mississippi. And still over here near Cortland. This is kind of persisting for a while, the signature. Like, you can see that hook. It's kind of persisted for a while. And realize this is just a QLCS line, so it doesn't usually happen like that, but we're watching it. It's weird. Maybe that CC does line up, but it's very close to the contamination, so I wouldn't... I think it is contamination still. It's weird, but I think it still is contamination. I wouldn't put an observe on this yet. Just if we see a clearer signature, then it would make sense. But also, I feel like this tornado might be weak to where we won't really see a CC drop. Because I don't know if it's going to be that strong. If it is that strong, we'll see it more on the CC drop. But you can see there's definitely an area of rotation right here near Fitz Corners. Let me do the double screen. Right here. Right near Fitz Corners. The annoying thing is I have to circle it on both of these. I don't know why it doesn't do it simultaneously. Let me see if it does this. Oh, it does. So these Fitz Corners, there's not two Fitz Corners, it's just two different radar products, so that's what's going on. My bad. Still have 2 tornado warnings active. But yeah, this is still kind of showcasing itself as kind of strong. I'm not sure if it's perfectly lining up with the CC. It looks like it is, but I'm not... it could be contamination. It's a little hard to tell. So... there you go. Alright, let me get out of this double screen. So we still have potentially a developing tornado over here near Leaksville, but honestly, it is looking a little less strong. I will say that. It's looking a little less powerful. You can see here that the reds here have kind of decreased in strength, so I think this is getting a little less powerful. If you want, we could look at the environment here. I mean, there's kind of stuff going on, but let me look at the environment in this area. Let me just close out of those so it's not like I'm hiding anything. I'm just like, yeah. Alright, let's look up here in New York. Looking at the conditions for tornadic development. There is a lot of shear up here, but I was kind of expecting that. There's always more shear up north because that's where the system's head in June. There's also a lot of shear in my area, but I don't think anything's going to develop. So, SRH. Wow. That's a lot of SRH. A lot down here in Pennsylvania, too. That's surprising. Man, this is... I see why they introduced the 5%. I guess Cape's the only problem, but it might be a low shear, high Cape environment. Well, there's like 500 here. It's not horrible, but that's kind of what we were expecting, honestly, so... And then... the cap. Let me see the cap. Is there a cap? There's no cap in this area, man. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't see... I wouldn't... There might be a curveball, but I don't think it will be anything strong. I don't think so. We'll see. It's just looking like pretty similar to that one event. I'm not going to say what it was, but one event where we got an EF2 tornado, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm comparing too much. What else can we look at? That's about it. That's about it. So let's change back to this scene. Still have 2 tornado warnings active, it looks like. Let's go back up here near... Oh, man. Still is strong. Area of rotation. And it's quickly approaching Cortland. Yeah, that isn't a CC drop right here. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Wait. Just see if the scan is behind. Yeah, it would be right here. That's not a CC drop. It looks a little weird. It's not the best velocity. Yeah, and that's in the inflow, so I think there's no CC drop. It's a little hard to tell, but right here, the rotation is near Nubia and Lafayette Corners and heading towards Cortland West. So it's going to hit Cortland, like, dead on, but not sure. Not quite sure if the storm is going to actually produce a tornado. But it looks like it could. So that's why we have the tornado warning in effect. Still in this 10% risk. We still have this storm near Leaksville. It's not looking like it's doing much, honestly. So they might downgrade the tornado warning, honestly. But we're still watching here near Cortland. Still a tornado warning in effect. Right here. Hi, Caleb. It's going well. Just, you can see this is pretty close to my area. Not that close. Somebody just chatted in the chat, so I was just saying hi. For all those viewers out there. I'm not showing you the chat because I feel like it's not really necessary because, I mean, I can see it at my end. I know other YouTubers do, but, like, I can see it at my end. I don't really see why you need it anywhere else, so. I mean, this is not the first East Coast risk. This is not the first. I mean, just remember a few days ago where we had, like, a tornado outbreak in Pennsylvania for some reason. Ugh. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting we would actually have this many Northeast risks today. What am I saying? This June, honestly. Like, we weren't expecting this much northeastern activity. I feel like because of the El Nino, it would be positioned more south. More south. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I think there is much more of a risk in the Northeast than we initially thought. And, I mean, in the Midwest, too, I mean, we are seeing a little more in the Midwest than was initially expected. Okay, the storm is looking a little less conducive for tornadoes. You can see here, it's not the best. Like, looking at it earlier, you can see there was more of a hook there, but it's kind of been, the inflow's been kind of cut off. It's kind of merging into this storm ahead. So, it looks like it is missing downtown Cortland with as much rotation, but I still wouldn't put your heads down or anything like that. Still be in your safe spot if you live in Cortland. Looking back here near Loosedale, Mississippi. I don't know why I can't click on this. Yeah, this rotation's gone. I mean, it's still there a little bit right here, but it's pretty much gone, so I wouldn't be surprised if they downgrade the warning. Wouldn't be surprised. Okay. I'm looking too deeply into this. I don't think that's anything. I mean, let me see when the scan was. I don't think it's anything. It's probably just some leaves, honestly. Some leaves. That would make the most sense. But over here near Cortland, we still have some rotation right over Cortland right now. It's not anything too insane. I'm not seeing a CC drop or anything like that. This is probably not a CC drop. It's too faint. But we'll see if they survey anything and find a tornado in Cortland. We'll see. Surely we'll see. But that's what happened with the Pennsylvania tornado in, like, near Lancaster a couple of days ago. There was a tornado there. Alright, this is now just including Cortland. They just shrunk the warning. So now it's just including Cortland right now. And Homer, too. Don't know why it doesn't show houses here. It sometimes does and sometimes doesn't. Yeah, it just says the numbers for some reason. It used to, Radar Mega, but it isn't really anymore. I also do have other weather websites, like other radar programs, not really, to be honest. I mean, I sometimes go on the browser version of Weatherwise, but, like, I don't know. I've just stuck with Radar Omega. I know a lot of people, like, change it over to other websites, but I don't know. I feel like this is all I need. Because I'm already paying for the program. I don't want to lose it. We also have another rotation near Leaf again. It's not far from Leaf. And that would be under some reflectivity, so it's not anything strong yet. I don't think it deserves a tornado warning, but there is some rotation near Leaf. Some rotation. I forgot what it was looking at for a second, but it's this. Don't know if we're gonna get any, like, supercell type things out in front of these lines. I mean, here's the storm we were looking at near Berkshire. I think it's moved here. I think that's it. We also have one near Norwich. It's kind of looking interesting, but I don't know. I don't know if these are actually going to produce anything. I feel like it's just the line today. Because there's not enough cape, I feel. The line mostly kind of does things where you can be in a low cape, high shear environment. So, I feel like it's mostly the line right now that's going to do stuff. Well, we'll see. Is this the newest scan? Wait. I mean, nah. I'm not seeing anything. I thought this was something, but I'm looking too deeply. It would be stronger than that. And over here, yeah, they're gonna drop this tornado warning any moment. I don't see much. There is still severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag over here. Man, this is really bad for the flash flooding in Simsport. Yeah, this storm is, like, not moving, and it's like developing more storms behind it. You see? It's horrible. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad up there. But we kind of were expecting flash flooding to occur. We had a moderate risk for flooding in effect, and that's what I kind of showed in the last video. Let me see if that camera actually works in Cortland now, because I think that would work. Okay. It's just foggy over there, if you look here. It's just kind of foggy. But I'm not seeing any tornadoes or anything like that. I don't know, a lot of New York storms look like this. I'm guessing this is probably like how a tornadic storm in New York would look. It just looks like, you know, a foggy day here. It, like, sometimes I drive in the, well, not, I don't drive, but, like, because I'm too young, but, there's, like, fog on the road, and I kind of see that sometimes. I mean, these storms right here, I bet they do have some potential, but it's kind of weird. They're out in front of the line. I'm unsure if they're going to do anything. There's no rotation on them yet. I mean, let's look at the Albany radar. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't know, those might do something, but we'll see. Okay, so that tornado warning in Mississippi was decreased to just not even a severe thunderstorm warning anymore. Now it's just nothing. It's just nothing. Even though I'm looking at some areas of rotation over here near Loxley, Alabama. There is some areas, and also here near McDavid, Florida. There is some areas of rotation there, so I don't think we're done yet in the southeast or anything like that. I can see that there is some things going on there. You can definitely see that. What is this? Marine weather statement? Weird. Isn't that supposed to be purple? What is this? Low water advisory? Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at, honestly. I don't know what I'm looking at. But we're still watching these storms in New York to see if they do anything. There's a few storms out ahead of this line, so we'll see if they do anything. New Guilford, Norwich, Oneonta. Why did I say that with an accent? But okay, never mind. But yeah, I'm still seeing these areas of rotation, small rotation, in Florida and Alabama. You can see them right here. There's still some small areas of rotation, but it's nothing too insane. So I wouldn't think that anything too insane is going to happen with this. Sorry, just, the thing was echoing. Alright, so we're kind of in a low point right now. Not really seeing much right now. There's no longer 2 tornado warnings active, so let me change that. Just see something. Let me see if we got any tornado surveys from yesterday. I don't think we did. It's too early, but yeah, it's too early. We didn't get anything. I just wanted to know because you know, there's a lot of tornadoes that happened yesterday, and I wasn't able to cover all of them. I don't know. A lot of flood warnings, though. And there is also, of course, a flash flood emergency over here near Picayune, Mississippi. I do think that is going to continue for quite a while. You can still see a lot of rain. Well, not a lot of rain is coming at this point. This storm might go in that general direction and maybe intensify and, like, turn into a line or something, but I really don't think so. I think this is the main flash flood emergency that's going to cause problems, because there's still some flash flooding going on. But of course, all flash flood emergencies are going to cause problems. Yeah, now this tornado warning is kind of looking eh. It's looking eh. I mean, there's still a hook on radar you can see over here, but it's kind of looking eh. I will say that. It's looking eh. There was a wind damage report in Cortland. There's a tree down on the house. I don't think that's from the tornado or anything, but I think that's just wind. Yeah, I think that this tornado warning's over. So we might be down to 0 tornado warning soon. But I'm not saying that's going to be it for the night. We still have these storms. I don't know if they're going to do anything, but I'm still watching these. Let me see the environment around them, actually. I need to see the environment around them. So let's actually see. That's the damage assessment toolkit. Just here. I didn't look at the environment down south, but Cape is around 500. Let me see how it progresses. It gets less than 500, I think. Well, there's still areas of 500, but... Or what? No, the whole area... Okay, so the whole area, those holes are 1,000. But the most of the area is 500, so... We're 500 to 1,000. So that's what we're looking at. You can see this line progresses. There's actually supposed to be some storms behind the line. So I don't know if they're going to do anything. Well, I don't know why this tornado watch was issued so early then, if there's going to be stuff behind the line. I mean, I kind of see what they're talking about. There's some storms over here, so... We'll see if those do anything. I don't know. We might have, like, 2 different risks today. So that's interesting. The new SBC outlook is coming in like 40 minutes, so we'll see what happens with that. They might downgrade this risk over here because it honestly didn't play out as expected. There was 1 tornado, but I don't think they're gonna keep the 10%. I feel like that was a little unnecessary. I mean, maybe it was just the only way they could issue a tornado watch. I don't know. But you can see over here near Stapleton. Still an area of rotation. It's not that good. Still have this tornado warning in effect, though. Oh, they're extending it. Okay. Okay. I mean, it does look interesting. I don't think the rotation is that good, but it still has the potential to produce a tornado. It's still radar indicated. So, I guess I would keep the tornado warning too. Just make sure that you're in your safe spot if you live in Pitcher, Pharsalia, Otselic, Link Lane, and Georgetown, and up to Hamilton. Not quite Hamilton. There is some rotation over here, but it's definitely not anything insane. So, let me change this scene again. But yeah, there is an environment and with these storms. It's going to develop. I just noticed there's some storms behind this, and that might do something. But yeah, guys, make sure to like this video. Gets it out to more people, and It's very helpful to make sure that more people stay in touch. It's contamination. Looked like CC dropper or something like that, but meh. Meh. Is this an area of rotation? It's kind of hard to tell. This looks like something, but it's kind of weird how it's positioned. I'll admit, this does look like an area of rotation near Diamond Head, Mississippi. So I would pay attention to that. I don't think it's going to do much, but we'll see. I might need a tornado warning soon. I'm going to say we still have one tornado warning because this is going to get expired in 7 minutes. Let me see if there's any cameras out in front of this. Gotta see. Alright, well, this camera isn't really necessary anymore. So let's look. No, I can't zoom in anymore. Okay, I just keep doing that. Let me see. Where are we? Near Cortland, but right here. Near Pitcher, but there's nothing there. Yeah, there's nothing there for miles. So. Okay. That's okay. Silver tornado watch in effect. When does this go into? Oh, it's only going to last for 3 hours, so maybe they're not expecting those storms behind this to do anything. I mean, there might not be an environment for them. I didn't really see if there was an environment for them. I don't think there is, so maybe this line is it. This is only supposed to last for 3 more hours. I don't know why this is, because the line's definitely not going to reach there in 3 hours. At least I don't think so, but yeah, this storm is remaining, like, completely stationary over here near Cottonport. That is very annoying. Because especially with the flooding risk. That is really annoying. It's going to cause lots of damage. As you can see, this is a flash flood emergency, and this storm is just remaining in the same place over and over again. I'm pretty sure they're used to it up here, because this is a swamp region, but it's still not good. Especially with the swamp region. I mean, that might cause more flooding. Because there's already water in place. Okay, so this is starting to get more rotation again near Link Lane. It's trying. It's not anything insane right now. Here, you can see the rotation here. It's moving up to the north-northeast, east-northeast. But yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'll be back to cover more in a sec, but just give me a second. Sorry that took a bit longer than we thought, but I'm back. It takes me a little longer to go to the bathroom sometimes. We're still looking near Link Lane. There's still an area of rotation in Link Lane State Forest, but it's not anything insane. There's nothing down here anymore, so we're just watching up here in New York, where there's one tornado warning in effect. And this still has some rotation, but it's still kind of showcasing a hook. I mean, I would still be aware if you live in this area. I'm surprised none of these have a severe warning. Because they might have some hail in them, but I don't think that's the main concern. They do look like they have some wind, so I'm surprised none of those have a severe warning. But we'll see. What direction are those moving in? They're kind of moving in the same direction as the line. A little bit to the north. Still have these weird storms in northern Pennsylvania. I mean, they're kind of trying to do something. Like, they're trying to intensify, but I don't think they're anything tornadic. Because they're not in the right area. I'm not seeing much in Mississippi and Alabama right now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm starting to doubt the 10%. There's also a 2% over here, and I guess that lasted for a little bit, like the severe risk. But I mean, these do not look tornadic, honestly. I mean, the 2% is not really tornadic, but there's not gonna be like a tornado everywhere, but. I mean, this is intensifying. The only rotation we have is right here in New York, and this is kind of intensifying near Link Lane and Otselic. Let me see. Yeah, that's lining up. So there is some rotation over here near Link Lane. And that has been decreased, so no longer Salone is no longer in the warning. So Salone, you can come out of your safe spot. But Link Lane, I mean, this is a tornado that might be developing in New York right now along this line. I'm unsure if we saw a tornado before, but this could be a tornado trying to develop. There's no cameras over here, just so you guys know, so. Don't know why this one county isn't in a tornado watch, like Watertown, Jefferson County, I think that is. I don't know why that's not in a tornado watch and everybody else is, but whatever. You know, still watching the storm. It's in the line. Yeah, and it still looks interesting. I mean, the inflow was kind of cut off on the last scan, so maybe it weakened a little bit, but I don't know. This isn't really anything. It's a weird scan. So I don't think that's gonna be anything, man. I mean, that isn't the right area, but it's 1 pixel. It's 1 pixel, so I'm not expecting much. I think that's just some leaves. So maybe some strong winds in there, but I don't think that's anything. We still have some rotation here near Bucksbrook State Forest. So please be in your safe spot. If you live in Otselic, Georgetown, up towards the southern part of Hamilton, Smyrna, Pharsalia, and Pitcher, and Link Lane still. I mean, you're past the rotation at this point, but you're pretty close to it, so I'd still be in your safe spot. You might be in the RFD. Maybe not. You might be able to come out of your safe spot if you live in the western part. But that's not really a big town anyway, so it's not really the western part. Yeah, there's nothing down here in Louisiana. This is... maybe this. There is some rotation near Stapleton. But that's kind of weird. There's like a back-end vortex over here. It's like a bookend vortex. You see, it kind of goes back up here. Like an S shape. So that might do something. I mean, it's not looking like anything amazing, but I think that could be Tornado 1 right as it goes into Florida near Pineville. It's right now near Bay Minette. So I do think the Alabama and Florida border could get a tornado warning. It's been a while since you have a tornado warning in the Deep South, but you've mainly been looking at New York, so that's why. Mainly been looking at New York. I'm just checking something. Sorry. My bad, I just gotta check something. The latest scan, the rotation kind of weakened. I will admit. For this New York storm, the rotation kind of weakened. It's still over 7th day hollow right now, but it did weaken a little bit. And right near Otselic, too. This is... what road is this? I gotta check my phone again just to see what road this is. I mean, I can check on my computer, too. But... where is Otselic? Otselic. Oh, is this the road? Wait, where are we? Link Lane? I mean... oh. I don't know who's calling me right now. Yeah. I've been getting like a phone call from a different school than mine for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's just spam, actually. I'm not gonna listen to it now, of course, but... this is Route 26, I think. New York Route 26. So, it's right over New York Route 26 right now. Don't know. Is that rotation near Bay? Yeah, it's still there. I mean, I don't know if it was as strong as before, but there's still a rotation near Bay Minette. And that does look like a bit of a supercell, so I wouldn't be surprised if that gets warned as it moves into Florida. Just be on the lookout for that warning. There is a new severe thunderstorm warning over here, too. East of Utica. This is for Lake Pleasant, Wells, Indian Lake, Johnsburg. This is, yeah, it includes Speculator, too. I just know that because I've been there recently. And Herkimer. But, yeah. Yeah, this storm is a mess because you can't really see much with it. Yeah, this doesn't look tornadic anymore. So we're in a recycling period. This isn't going to look tornadic for a bit, but then it's going to redevelop a hook probably because we're still in a good environment. So I don't think there was any tornado down with that, but they might allow this tornado warning to expire and then issue a new one because I think this is going to redevelop. But we're also watching these storms over here. They're in an okay environment, but I think the main thing is the line. Sorry if my computer seems kind of slow. I'm doing this all on one computer, so. Yeah, this weekend too. The storm right here kind of weakened. There's still some rotation, but it's not that great. My mom just said I lost sound. Okay, never mind. I don't know if you heard that, guys. Just my mom's in the other room. Okay. Interesting. I think it's side lobe. That's side lobe. It's in the inflow. It's side lobe. Oh, there is a water spout warning over here near Watertown. Let me see if there's any rotation on this. I mean, there kind of is, but it's hard to tell. There is a water spout warning, which means that there's some water spouts possible over the lake near New Haven, Oswego, Lacona, Richland, Mansville, Adams. I think there's Pulaski. Yeah, Pulaski's also here. So, there is a potential for water spouts in Lake Ontario, just west of Watertown. So just be on the lookout of that if you're in a ship or something like that. This is trying to redevelop rotation, or at least a strong inflow, so I think that's what's going on here. This is also trying to form a line. I mean, they're getting very cut off, the inflows. They're kind of like merging into one, so I don't think this is really going to do much. The supercells, they're not even really supercells. Oh, we're still watching. Damn, this tornado risk is not looking good. Shit. Still a severe thunderstorm warning over here. It's still not budging. But it looks like it's going to be over soon for Simsport and Conport. It looks like it's kind of ending soon. I mean, there's still this near Marksville, but Marksville isn't under the flash flood emergency, at least. Yeah, things really fell apart most places, well, especially the deep south. But I mean, we still have a tornado warning in New York, so still gotta pay attention to that. But things really have fallen apart since we last saw. I mean, I'll check the environment again. I don't think we're gonna see much, but let me look. Let me refresh this. Okay. Still a lot of shear. That's why, because if storms were to fire behind the line, they wouldn't have a lot of shear, I don't think. Yeah, they really wouldn't. I mean, maybe a little bit near Binghamton, but I don't even there is storms behind, but they're not in good wind shear. So, let me see the Cape in that area. Yeah, those storms aren't gonna do anything. Okay, I thought there were storms behind, but there really isn't. I mean, it doesn't look like we're gonna see much there. There's no cap, so we can still see some potential tornadoes. But this seems more like a line thing right now. Let me see the SRH. Still good SRH. And composite indices, supercell miles an hour. Significant tornado. It's 1. Significant tornado parameters 1. And I'll look down here, but I don't think there's gonna be much down there. I'm looking. The wind shear is really sucky out there. Not that good. Yeah. There's some storms out there, but there's a lot of SRH, so that's the main reason that's causing these storms to develop. But they're kind of clustering, honestly. So I don't have much confidence in those storms. I'm looking more towards New York, honestly. This is trying to redevelop. I mean, this has like a strong inflow right now. I don't think it has full rotation yet, but it's a strong inflow near Smyrna. So I don't know if this is gonna get upgraded in terms of winds. It could, but I don't know. We'll see. The new SBC outlook is coming in 15 minutes, so we'll see that. Let me see if it already came out. I don't think it did, but I'm gonna see. It didn't. I don't know. I would assume they would downgrade this to 5%, because I'm not seeing much down there. Yeah, these storms are really struggling out ahead of the line. You can see that. There is still some storms in northern Pennsylvania, but I don't know. It seems like it's going to be ahead of this line. That's going to be the main interest. There's still a storm that I think was warned for. Yeah, that's still warned for water spouts, but I don't know. I don't see any water spout potential with this, really. I mean, there's some strong winds and maybe some potential for water spouts, but like the land spout type water spouts more. So I don't know. So they are extending this tornado warning, which makes sense because it's kind of still rotating and it's going to redevelop because it has before. So I think it still has a good environment, so it's going to redevelop. This is heading towards Richfield and Brookfield. A lot of fields here. And then Springfield. There's another field. And Exeter and Burlington and northern parts of Sherburne. So those areas should be alert. This is heading towards, I think this is New York Route 8. Yeah, this is New York Route 8 that we're looking at. So if you live along New York Route 8 and heading towards Sherburne or that area, please be aware that there is a tornado warning in your area. This could form at any moment, so please be aware. Let me see if there's any cells up here in Vermont, because it's really hard to tell in Vermont because there's mountains, so that's not really going to help. But I mean, I guess there are some cells, but it's really hard to tell. Yeah, this radar always, it like never shows storms past the mountains, so that's really annoying. You can see the line goes into Canada, that's for sure, but it's not really doing much up there. No severe thunderstorm warnings up there. Still that one tornado warning in effect. Just looking to see. No new SBC outlook. But that's fine, because we're still not at 12:30 yet. And don't worry, guys, this is going to be basically the final day of severe weather for the week. I mean, there might be something. Let me see the SBC outlooks. There is something on Saturday, but it's not looking like anything too insane in non-very populated areas, so there's at least that, but I don't know. Doesn't look like we're ending yet, but it's not going to be as bad as what we've seen, I don't think. There is still some rotation over here, but it's not anything too insane. It's along the line, and these storms are really clustering up over here. So I don't think we're going to see anything there. Except for maybe this one with near Guilford. This looks interesting because it has a little more hail with it. Possibly because I see some purples on it. So, but we'll see. There seems to be a lot of storms developing over Lake Ontario right now. You can see there's like a line of storms. So maybe like a second line is trying to develop. Or like some sort of lake effect enhanced thing. Not really snow, but there is one storm near Jamestown. So there might be some storms behind this. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think the line might be it, but it's gonna be close. Like it's almost it, because there's not gonna be that much of an environment behind these storms. But you can see on the Albany radar with this one tornado warning, there is some rotation. You can see it more on the Albany radar. It's closer to the Binghamton radar, but you can see it more on the Albany radar. I mean, you can see it here too. It might be redeveloping again. It's been a little bit, but I think it could be redeveloping again and trying to produce something else. And this is weird because this is 2 pixels, but I don't think that's anything. It's just right in the rotation, so that's why I was looking at it. I mean, that could be a tornado, but I don't think it is. If it is, we'll let you know. I don't think it is, but it's definitely trying to develop something. I can tell you that. Still no tornadoes over here, which makes sense. And we have maybe tiny rotations near Stapleton, but it's nothing big. Alright, we have a new flash flood emergency. New flash flood emergency for Wiggins, Mississippi, and DeSoto National Forest. So these areas have experienced a lot of rain recently. Therefore, you need to go to higher, sturdier shelter. You need to go to the highest room of a sturdy shelter, highest floor of a sturdy shelter, and make sure that you're staying away from those floodwaters that can easily penetrate homes. So make sure that you're safe there near Wiggins, So that can definitely cause some impacts. Yeah, this rotation here near Brookfield is increasing. I can tell you that. There's no CC job, obviously, but it definitely is increasing. I've seen a bit of a uptick recently. Yeah, and you can see it here. It's kind of broad still, but it's for the most part okay. Here, I need to get water. I'll be right back. Back. Do you have a severe thunderstorm warning in Virginia, I bet. We expected a small tornado risk there, but it's not looking like it's doing anything. Also, the radar's kind of far away for that. Let's see if the new SBC Outlook came out. Looks like it did. Yeah, it did, but I don't know what it's doing. They issued it 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it does this thing sometimes with specifically this Outlook, but... Alright, they're keeping the 10%. They are keeping the 10%, and they also extended the 5% all the way up into Charlotte. So, okay, I guess we're still seeing a risk there, but I mean... There's nothing really happening right now. Of course, that's nothing really happening right now. I mean, I know there's going to be stuff that's probably going to happen. I looked at the environment. It's looking okay right now, but, like, it probably... Let me see. Here, going over here. This is the new SBC Outlook. Let me see if the, Meso analysis is showing anything new. Sorry. Because, I mean, I think it will increase a little... Yeah. The wind shear is supposed to increase a little bit into Florida, but this doesn't go out that far. It seems like it's going to be throughout the night that we're also going to see this. Then if you look at the Cape is really all over the place, but... Yeah, it looks like there's some good... I don't know, there could be some development in North Carolina. It's going to be a long night, it seems. Definitely. It's going to be a long night. But we still also have this 5% in the Northeast. I don't know. They're not really expecting that's going to be the main concern, but I do think this could do something, but it's a little hard to tell. It's a little hard to tell. They kind of shrunk it a little bit, because, honestly, I don't think it's going to be anything too insane. It seems like this is going to be the main concern. I don't know if this deserves a 10%, but I do agree with a 5% being extended, because I looked at the environment. It looks like it's going to last into the night. So I can't really see it on the, meso scale, but I bet on the models it's showing something. I mean, I guess I can't agree in that regard, but... Yeah, one warning and I'm losing it, bro. One tornado warning in effect. Yeah, and this is strengthening a little bit near Charles E. Baker State Forest, so I would say this is strengthening. This definitely is trying. Is that a CC jump? No. I mean, this storm might have had like millions of CC drops at this point. It's so hard to tell with this storm. especially since it's along the line, and it might be producing some winds too that are causing some leaf fallout. So it's really hard to tell. But there is rotation with the storm, that's for sure. There is rotation. Yeah, there definitely isn't a CC drop with this, but we're watching it. See if the rotation decreases at all. It's still a rotating storm. It did kind of decrease, but I feel like it's just getting smaller more. Did kind of decrease. Yeah, this is nearing the US 20 I-90 corridor soon. So, we'll watch it. There is also a storm here. It has some strong winds and maybe a little bit of rotation, but that's out ahead of the line, but it's kind of forming into its own line, which is interesting. I don't think it's going to do much. Ooh. Is there wells? That doesn't look like real rotation. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure about this Northeast event, but it seems like this might become the main event, but we're still not really seeing much with it right now. It might be later on where we see it. So I might have to be live for a while. Yeah. Or maybe I'll take a break. I'll see what I do, guys. Because my voice is already hurting. I don't know. Yeah, this goes out quite a bit far. Atlanta's included in it, too. We got a new tornado warning in the Deep South. Just Simsport. This storm again, man. Alright, so if you live in Plowsville, it's time to get into your safe spot again, the lowest floor of your building, instead of the highest floor of your building where you were just at. You gotta get into the lowest floor of your building, the most interior room. Make sure you have as many walls between you and any connection to the outside. Or any connection or any proximity to the outside if you were to walk through walls. Make sure that any of the walls you walk through don't lead outside. Because this is a concerning storm. And if you live in a mobile home, just evacuate immediately. Because this is potentially going to produce a tornado. We do have a tornado warning in effect. So let me bump it up to 2 tornado warnings again. Let me change my title. Okay. So 2 tornado warnings are active, 1 in New York, 1 in Louisiana. I'm still watching this New York storm too. Still is kind of showcasing rotation. It's not as strong as it was before, but it might be recycling again. So let me change my title. Sorry, guys. Yes, a bunch of flash flood emergencies are being issued, so just be aware there is a flash flood threat with these storms. Definitely not to be forgotten. I'm not sure if we're going to see anything in this risk anymore. I don't know if we're going to see it more go into Georgia soon. I got to see if there's any storms up there. There is some storms up here, but they're very sporadic. I mean, I don't know. They might do something. You can see one trying to get its act together near Warner Robins, but it's very sporadic right now. And over here near Dothan, that's where the main system is right here. This is mostly the rain bands of the previous tropical storm. I don't think that's much. There is a water spout threat off the coast of Gulfport and New Orleans. So let's see that. With this line. I don't really see it that well, but I bet there is some sort of water spout there, because water spouts are kind of harder to catch. I'm not... I mean, I kind of see why the tornado warned this. It was bigger rotation before. I don't know what they're warning exactly. I don't know if they're warning this or this. I think they're warning this. But it's a little hard to tell. I don't know. I guess they got a report or something. Let me see. They might have gotten a report. Nah, they said right around rotation. So there is some rotation, but it's not anything crazy. We do also have a severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma. The Blue Jacket in Lenape. This does have some good hail, so just be indoors and away from windows and doors in there. I don't know what's up with this tornado warning. I don't know. It's not really showcasing much. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning over here with a tornado possible tag now for Loosedale. This is the mobile radar. I mean, there's some strong winds in here, so maybe like 70-mile-per-hour wind warning possible. There was actually severe thunderstorm warnings here. I don't know why I missed them. But yeah, 60-mile-per-hour winds possible with this. Also a tornado. It's possible. So just be aware of that. Be close to your safe spot in that general area. Close to your safe spot. This severe thunderstorm warning in Virginia was extended near Chase City now. Chase City and Lunenburg. So just be aware of that. There is a risk over there for some severe winds. Still have this tornado warning over here near Cottonport. Don't really see the rotation on this. I mean, honestly, if there is any rotation, it would be this storm near Simsport. It would be to the southeast of Simsport, so I'm not really seeing anything else besides that. Is there a camera I can see? Maybe let me look near Loosedale. We could see a camera there. Alright, here. Let me check. Least. Oh yeah, there's one. It's live. But they just stopped. Weird. They might just be stopped. I don't know if we're like... Okay, no. They were just stopped. That was weird. Yeah, there's a lot of rain in this area. Very rainy. So just be realizing that it's very rainy in this area. So be careful because the flash flood emergency could possibly come up. Or flash flood warning. Flash flood warnings are still dangerous. Definitely going to be a big flooding event over there. But yeah, we have 2 tornado warnings in effect. One in New York, one in Louisiana. I'm not sure if they're going to keep this New York warning. It's kind of looking like it's bowing out a little bit, so it's kind of showcasing more winds than more than anything. I'm still watching these storms down in front of it to see if they can do anything, but it's going to be really hard in this like decreasing environment. I'm still watching for any potential areas of rotation, but honestly, it seems like the main focus is shift down here. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning now for Gulfport. That's tornado possible. And Bay St. Louis. And Slidell. So be aware of that. There's a risk there, too. Be indoors and away from windows. It's kind of splitting into two there. Don't know what this is. Don't know why we're saying that. Just had to stretch a little. Not much to say here, folks. I mean, we're not really in an active part of this event yet. We'll see what happens later on, but not really in an active part right now. Did look to... never mind. I thought they extended this southward, but not really. Still includes all of Vermont and stuff. Still have 2 tornado warnings in effect. We do have this. Maybe this is starting to showcase some rotation. Your Simsport, southeast of Simsport. I feel like I've been talking about that place forever at this point. You can also see some storms are developing here in eastern Louisiana. So you might want to look at that. Because these could be the cells that we're talking about with tornado development. we could be talking about those cells. So we'll see what those do, even if they're behind the line. I mean, this is behind the line. It's producing a tornado warning, so. Are these wind reports on today? Yeah. There's a tree down there. Trees down. Wires down. Tree and wires down. So a bunch of wind damage, I would say. This looks suspicious. Maybe a little bit of rotation near Johnsburg, New York. Right east of Chestertown. Right west of Chestertown, my bad. In New York. This is in, what county is this? Warren County, I think. This is Warren County. So just be aware there is a risk, potentially, for some sort of tornadic development. There is a severe thunderstorm warning. It's no longer a tornado possible, but I wouldn't have my doubts yet. Because this could produce something. I mean, it's just kind of showcasing on the radar. Not anything crazy. It is technically out in front of the line, but it's not anything crazy, I don't think, so we'll see. No CC drop or anything like that. It's just an area of rotation. Still have severe thunderstorm warning going all the way down to Binghamton, too. No rotation there. And a tiny bit of rotation over here, but not anything crazy. Still have this water spout warning, I guess, for this new storm now. Yeah, that's not producing any water spouts. I mean, maybe that land spout, water spout, but not really. This is not working. Yeah, you can see the rotation a little bit on this radar too, near Johnsburg. It does exist a little bit. So I wouldn't doubt that there's anything there. I do think there could be some rotation, but it's kind of broad right now, so I'm not going to say it's anything really. Doesn't look like too much. Sorry if I'm in a weird position. That's my bad. It's a little bit rainy over here, it seems, too. Or cloudy, I don't know. I haven't been outside yet. Look at where these storms are now. We started all the way back here, and now they're already up here. So that's quite a bit of time. I mean, we've been live for almost 2 hours. I don't know if I've ever gone live this long before, but here we are covering the severe weather event. This is trying to reach out and produce something, but it's kind of having some difficulty. There is a bit of rotation over here, but it's not anything insane. I do think it's trying to reach out and maybe do something in the future, but like you can see there's a bit of a hook here, but it's kind of occluding already. I'm not so sure about that. I just need to check something. Wait a minute. I gotta check something, guys. I gotta check something. Jeez. Dude. What is this? What? Arthur's gonna redevelop? What? Oh yeah, life-threatening flash flooding. That's already happening. Okay, so I guess Arthur might redevelop off the East Coast, which is kind of weird, but okay. I don't know if it's still going to be called Arthur at that point. It might be. But yeah, there is a 10% chance for Arthur to redevelop, but it's 10%, so it's not that high. But who knows? Could see the redevelopment of Arthur in the next few days. Some moves offshore. This Johnsburg rotation he's kind of gone now. It went away. So, it looked like rotation for a second, but it's not really anything. It's really not much going on right now. I mean, let me see the SBC outlook and see when they said stuff was going to happen. Because I gotta see. I'm going to look at the actual convective outlook. Yeah, it's just through the afternoon and night. So, okay, I think the risk is going to redevelop later on. But I'm going to stay alive just because there is technically tornado warnings going off right now, so this is trying to redevelop over here in Louisiana. It does look like it's trying to redevelop. Well, that's the inflow. That's the inflow. So, I'm not so sure about that, actually. But it might be trying to redevelop, so let's just keep that tornado warning just in case. I mean, it could be inflow, though, so it's kind of hard to tell. It could be inflow. Still watching these storms, though. And this radar, the second tilt, also has some rotation. So maybe this is some rotation. It's just kind of hard to tell because it's in the inflow. Yeah, it's pretty much in the inflow. I mean, I don't know if the rotation would be right there or something. I mean, it did just get a merger, so maybe that'll help influence it to create something. I don't know. Alright, guys, I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll be back in a second. I don't think I'll live stream me eating. I know a lot of people do, but I don't think that's necessary. So, I'm gonna see if I can get something to eat. I might just order something. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll be back. Just give me a second. Sorry for the delay, everyone. You know, getting lunch. Oh! No more tornado warnings. Okay. I did not know that was gonna happen. Honestly, I mean, should I just come back later? I think I should. And just reuse the settings. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. So, I mean, I think I might do that, but we'll see. I mean, I gotta wait and see if there's any tornado, like, potential with any of these storms. I mean, am I seeing anything? Maybe here, in Macintosh. But I'm not really seeing much right now, so I'm honestly unsure if we should continue or just come back later. So this does seem a little unnecessary at this point, because there's not really much going on. I know this New York risk is kind of at its peak, or what it's supposed to be at its peak, but we're not really seeing much, except for up here, maybe. This could be some rotation, but, I'm not really expecting much. So, I think I'm going to end it here, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to come back most likely later today. It just looked more interesting earlier. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please just subscribe, turn on notifications. If you don't know what the notifications look like, it's the bell icon right to the subscribe button. Also, make sure to like this video. I don't care if it's like, if you really don't like this video, fine, dislike. But anyways, guys, I noticed that a lot of people have been telling us to stay on their road at their time. But when will we have the time to stay on the Moore's Data on the Road freeway?